Wow, it has been a crazy week in the Tesla world. We've had Cybertruck news, Jay Leno, Roadster news, price reductions. Let's just jump right into this. So, first things first, massive shout out to Marcel for using the referral link to purchase his Tesla. You guys are the best, man. Honestly, this is literally what I dreamed of doing with the channel. And the fact that we're doing it at such a small channel, we're actually getting referrals and people are buying Teslas through the links and the videos is amazing. That is literally why we're doing this channel, is to sort of, in our own way, try and help the advancement of sustainable vehicles on the road. And this is what I know how to do. I know how to make videos, do filmmaking and stuff like that. So I want to try and help in my own little way. And the fact that even one person would use a link is unbelievable. So thank you so much. Honestly, you guys who use the referral link are the best. And I salute you. Thank you so much. With you guys being the best, could you please go down below and smash the life out the like button? I'm hearing, there's a rumor going around, that he's an internal combustion engine fan. And you need to give him a few hits for that. Also, I'm hearing the subscribe button is buddy, and he needs a hit too. Yeah, I am getting kind of desperate with these asks for hitting the like button, but yeah, anyway, let's go. Also, I had my first hashtag notification gang. You know who you were. If you've not as well, hit the notifications. Apparently, some of the videos aren't coming through into people's sub boxes and stuff. So yeah, if you want to get the videos, it gives you a better chance, I think, of getting it if you hit the little bell icon. Okay, without further ado, let's get into this. So today, we're going to talk about Tesla's price cuts, how much they've cut, where and which models have had a price cut. We're going to talk Elon on Jay Leno, and we're just going to watch it live for the first time. I've also heard rumors he spoke about the SpaceX Roadster. Now, I've struggled to find the clip, but if I can find it, we'll watch it and talk over the details of that. The SpaceX and Tesla collaboration, something very interesting, especially for the advertising department. Your position in the queue with your Cybertruck reservation, and where are you in the queue? We've got a little thing that reveals where you are in the queue today. We can find that out. And also how many orders there have been so far. The full self-driving price increase is coming. We'll discuss that. Free supercharging's been removed. So let's get right into this. Okay, so Tesla have reduced their pricing across all their models except the Tesla Model Y. There's plenty of speculation as to why they have done this. And actually, most of the speculation is actually correct, but it's a combination of a few of those things. So the virus has had an effect on sales across all car companies. It's across the board. Now, Tesla hasn't been impacted as much by the looks of things, but it has affected them across the board. And because of that, one of the things that Tesla's business models is to sell every single model that they make. They don't have the inventory building up. And I think one of the reasons is for the price reduction is to make sure that they keep that model going, they keep that flow going. And that's what people are speculating. I think that's very good chance that that is actually a possibility. And then add into the fact that the Model Y is probably eating into some of their sales. I mean, it's going to have an effect on the Model X sales for sure. Some people who may have been a Model 3 purchaser might now be thinking about getting the Model Y. So the Model Y is kind of eating into a lot of the things. And that's why they've not reduced the Model Y pricing, but they've reduced all the other models across the board. And I think the Model Y is another factor that goes into it. And then also we have the release of the Plaid powertrain coming for the S and the X. And you have an inventory of Model S's and Model X's that you need to clear out, because obviously people are not going to buy the Model S and X with the old powertrains when there's a Plaid version coming out. So they need to clear all that out. And all of these added together means there was a price reduction across the board. It doesn't mean they're going out of business or anything like that. It doesn't mean that they're struggling extremely financially and they had to get the cars on sale. It just is a combination of some events at the moment, and it probably would have happened anyway. Tesla do this all the time. So all Model S's and X's in North America currently have had a $5,000 price cut. And all Model 3s, including the standard range as well, have seen a $2,000 price cut. So has this happened in the UK yet? Well, as of doing this video, no. The price hasn't come over to the UK, and there's no reflection on the UK prices as of yet. But there is usually a delay with these things coming to the UK, and that could be the situation. So it might be worth having a little bit of a research online. I think the savings probably will come in the future, but if it's a demand thing, I think the demand in the UK is very high at the moment. So it's very good chance that they're not going to reduce the Model 3 pricing across here, because Model Y doesn't eat into the Model 3 sales in the UK, and it's not going to for a long time. So hopefully there'll be a saving in the future. Also, with the Model S and Model X, just expect the price to go back up when the Plaid powertrain comes out. I can't see them keeping the price the same, if I'm being completely honest. I think the price will jump back up. So, you've got a decision to make. If you was interested in buying an S or an X, by the time the Plaid drivetrain comes out, will that be an enticing factor to pay that $5,000 extra for you? It's certain to weigh up. With the Model Y being so good at the moment, I think that's why they're continually improving the S and the X. There's even talk of the X being discontinued. We don't know what's going to happen, but to keep the sales going of the S and the X, they have to continually improve it, and there has to be a gap. We're charging almost twice as much for these top-end vehicles. There has to be a gap in technology and performance and all these kinds of things. It has to be better. So the S and the X are going to improve constantly, and I think the price will return back to normal when the Plaid powertrain comes back out. But that's just my opinion, and it's just my guess. Are you enticed by the $2,000 or $5,000 reduction? Personally, for me, when it came to the Model 3, the Model S, and the Model X, and all these cars, when I'm thinking about buying them, they're such good cars that genuinely, it's not going to pull me in anymore. If I was already thinking about it, I was already thinking about it. If it has enticed you, go to the link in the description and go buy one now. So you might have seen the clips of Elon and friends on the Jay Leno, on Jay Leno's garage. And yeah, what I'm going to do now is get the video up and just watch it. And I'll just give you my thoughts where I think it's important to put it on. Okay, so this is the video I'm going to watch. It's on CNBC Prime right now. This is a 6 minutes 20 video. Wow, look at it. This is some of the best lighting we've seen for the Cybertruck, and it really does look different in these shots. The flatbed looks amazing. Oh, I mean, look at that. It's so much different. And the shot of the interior just then, it's just the first time I've seen it this clean and this crisp before. So nice. I can't wait to put stuff in there. Camera gear going in there is not going to be a problem.
Missile launcher or something. You can do that.
Yeah.
Look how big it is.
And how strong is that?
You can walk on this thing.
You can walk on it?
Yeah. It's
Wow,
very strong.
so you could walk on it.
You've got some valuable cargo in the back.
And it looks like, I'm pretty sure Elon is going to walk on top of it.
Being stolen.
Yep, here he goes.
So, it's pretty stout.
People of Tesla! Let's take it for a drive.
Just look at the size of it. It's so big.
I mean, it feels very much like any other Tesla. You've got instant acceleration. The greenhouse is fabulous.
So it feels like any other Tesla. That's fantastic. I imagine it to drive just like the Model X, which is pleasant. It's pleasant. It's not as good as a Model 3, but I imagine it to be like the X.
Probably better than the show car. It always drove me crazy when manufacturers would come out with this cool-looking show car, and then the actual production car would be way worse.
So they're going to keep it the
You're
same
like, man, you got
as
so excited
it
about
is.
this sweet-looking car, and then the production one is terrible. We won't do show cars that aren't real. So I think we got the proportions here pretty close.
What would you change on when it finally reaches production? What do you think you would do?
We're 5% too big, and if we just take all the proportions and drop them by about 5%.
Oh, you mean all the way around?
Okay, so you heard that. He said we're 5% too big on the car. And that has me a bit sad because I love the size of this thing. I love the way this looks. But I already knew this was coming. Elon had already said, he'd actually said a 3% increase on the overall size. He just said a 5% decrease on the whole size. But don't worry, because on Twitter, later after this aired, Elon said they're going to keep the dimensions exactly the same. They're not going to change them now. And I think it's a fantastic idea. Don't change it. It is what it is. It's a big chunky truck. Don't worry about it. It doesn't need to fit in our garage. It can go out on front. And apparently that's a big thing. These big trucks in the States, they just park them outside on the driveway and outside front because they don't fit in the garage. And I personally am not worried about this being in the garage. It's not a precious car. It doesn't need to be in the garage.
That people wouldn't necessarily pick up consciously, just improving visibility. Having the glass like this is actually quite hard because it's so sloped.
Is that a special kind of glass? Is that different than normal windshield glass?
We are going to be using effectively a form of armored glass for the car. And the door panels of the car are the 300 series
armored glass,
steel,
okay.
It's so
not that you need it, but
bulletproof
there you
to a
go.
handgun.
And why is that important to you that it be bulletproof? I mean,
I'm a doomsday
That's
kind of
badass.
guy.
Well, yeah, okay.
Bulletproof
That's
car
super cool.
is a good selling point for me.
That's a good answer.
Do you want your truck to be bulletproof or not?
Yeah, I guess
Sure.
I guess I want my truck to be bulletproof.
Yeah,
Sure.
exactly. But, you know, it's never know. When the apocalypse comes, you should be glad it's bulletproof. We want to be a leader in apocalypse technology.
Exactly. There's your SpaceX headquarters right there.
Yeah.
Look at it on the road with the Model 3. It looks so nice.
Just there next to the SpaceX parking garage.
Oh, is that right? How long is that tunnel?
That's about 1.5 miles.
Wow.
Look at the Model 3 in the back. Oh, wow. Okay, so now they're going to talk about the Boring Company. And I'm going to cut that there. We'll leave that there. I'm going to try and see if I can find the Roadster video now. Okay, so it's very hard to find any clips of the talking about the Roadster with the thrusters. But just to clarify, it's sort of the details we already knew. He just confirmed that, yes, it's going to happen. There is going to be thrusters. And how do we do rocket thrusters without any sort of combustion or any sort of pollution? And the way that they're going to do it is with compressed air. Again, we sort of already knew that. So you're going to lose the back two seats of the Roadster, turn it into a lot more of a standard sports car, which is standard. Every Lamborghini has 2 seats. Most of them do have 2 seats. Instead, there's going to be a compressor that uses electricity to compress the air, and that is going to be the way they thrust air out the back of the car. I think it's going to be out the back, or it might be a few different thrusters. And there you go. That's it. That is that simple. And I mean, I don't know how much that thing's going to cost. If it was any other car manufacturer, you'd be talking millions. I think Tesla could probably deliver it for 300,000-400,000, something like that. If I ever got the chance, that would be the dream car. Now, it is ridiculous. It's crazy. If I was to win the lottery, that's the one I'm going for. Now, I do plan on trying to get a Roadster. The SpaceX edition would blow your mind by the sounds of things. So, talking of SpaceX, we have recently just seen a SpaceX and Tesla collaboration. And I think a lot of people misunderstand how amazing this is for Tesla, the company. So, and this has happened before. So Tesla basically has no budget for advertising, and they've been like this for years. And Elon stands by this, although it has come into recent conversation. But what Tesla do is collaborate with SpaceX quite well. So Elon launches the Roadster, the original Tesla Roadster, into space, and it's seen by millions of people. It's covered by every news outlet. It's on every YouTube channel. And let's be honest, that is advertisement. That is advertising Tesla as a product. It just is. That's just the way it is. And recently, we have seen another collaboration. So recently, we are launching 2 astronauts from American soil for the first time in the last 10 years. SpaceX are doing it. And in collaboration with that, Tesla's Model X is driving the astronauts around. And it's being seen by millions of people. It's all over YouTube. It's all over the internet. And it's a historic moment. Like, it is a really big moment. And Tesla Model X is the thing that's on TV. And Tesla Model X's are unmissable, Falcon Wing doors, all of this jazz. It's fantastic advertisement. And I think people miss how great of an advertisement it is. We're looking at some of the most exciting times in space travel. And kids are watching this with big, wide open eyes, like in awe of this. And loads of us guys are also looking at this with huge inspiration for what Elon and the SpaceX team and NASA are trying to do. And attached to that is the brand of Tesla. And it just gives Tesla that brand image. And those kids growing up will have that ingrained in their brain. That is what Tesla represent. That's what Tesla is a part of. And that's amazing. The advertisement is crazy. And I think this is where Tesla absolutely smashes it. But what do you think? Do you think it is time for Tesla to finally pay for advertising? We're talking about, I've heard there's talks about $50 per car or something like that. I can't remember what it is. I'd have to look into it. Do you think it's time for advertising Teslas now? Do you think we should finally jump into TV and YouTube and all that sort of stuff? Personally, I still think Tesla, I mean, look at me. I'm making Tesla videos. Loads of people are making Tesla videos. They advertise themselves in a way, you know? Do they need to pay for advertisement? I mean, what do you guys think? I'd love to hear your thoughts on it all. So we now have a way to decently guess what position in line you are for your Cybertruck reservation. So I wanted to shout out Mighty Tesla on Twitter. That's who posted this up. I'm not sure if he was the original finder of it, but Mighty Tesla, I'm using your tweet. Thank you so much. So this is how you do it. So simply take your reservation number and take the RN off at the start. Take your reservation number, your whole number, and subtract. I'm going to read it number by number because it's on my computer without any commas. 1127444100. Put that up on screen for me, or I'll put it in the description. So subtract from your reservation number 112,744,100 from your reservation number, and you'll find out roughly where you are in the queue. Now, I think the way that this has been done is this is one of the earliest reservation numbers people have found, and that's basically it. Subtract the number and you get your number. So for me, for our tri-motor reservation, we have this 79,000th order, which I'm really happy with, because at the time we was in Iceland filming Hafthor Bjornsson for an interview. And this was the second most important thing I was doing that day, was ordering the Cybertruck. So we woke up really early in Icelandic time, and we purchased the tri-motor, and we got the 79,000 slot. Now in the UK, I'm happy about that because we are probably quite early on. And if you are in the UK with a Cybertruck reservation numbers probably don't matter that much. I would love to try and have one of the first Cybertrucks in the UK so we can make more content with it. And then a few days later, we ordered the single motor one, which is for us around the 290,000 mark, which is crazy. So only like 3 or 4 days later, and people had already ordered up to 300,000 Cybertrucks. That is baffling. Okay, but here's the crazy thing. On this Twitter thread, somebody had said that he ordered one this morning, which was about 2 days ago, and he had a 706,000th reservation number. So 706,000 reservations. Now, this doesn't include cancellations, I'm pretty sure. So we're not taking into account cancellations. But 1 million Cybertrucks on the road doesn't sound that ridiculous at this point. 700,000 reservations. Obviously, there's going to be people cancelling. But 700,000 is pretty crazy. So if you have a Cybertruck reservation, I'd love to know where you roughly are in the queue. I think we're going to upgrade the single motor to a dual motor now. But yeah, I'm so excited for the Cybertruck. It can't come soon enough. And I can't wait to see them on UK roads because, you know, if you've ever been to the States before, their pickup trucks are massive. Like, it's crazy. When I went there, I went there last year to do some work, and I hired a Ford Fiesta. And when I was there, the trucks would pull up next to you and you're looking up at the trucks. So if a Cybertruck's going to be that size, it's going to be crazy. Our cars are kind of small over here, so it's going to be really strange to see such a big truck on the road in the UK. Fingers crossed everything goes okay with that, and we do see them on UK soil. So full self-driving price is being increased. So Elon has said that it's going to go up $1,000 on July the 1st, and it's going to go up to $8,000. And that's going to happen worldwide. So UK, it's going to happen as well. There's going to be a price increase. I'm guessing just a dollar amount, or close to a dollar amount, of $8,000. And personally, I know I've expressed this in the past, like, I feel a little bit hard done by. UK full self-driving isn't all there just yet. We got less features and it just doesn't feel as fair, but whatever. It is what it is. But here's the thing. It's going up $1,000. It's kind of enticing me into doing it. This is the only thing I don't really get is, one, I'll only use full self-driving personally for extremely long journeys. Like, I'm talking like if I was driving to Spain and I wanted to just fall asleep. I'm on about proper full self-driving. So on those occasions, I would pay for the day for full self-driving, which Elon has confirmed is possible. They're going to do something like a pay per day kind of service. So then the other use case for full self-driving is robotaxi. And Elon's also confirmed that the robotaxi fleet, you don't have to have full self-driving. Because the car is already capable of full self-driving, Tesla want as many full self-driving taxis as they can get when it comes at the start. They want as many. So they're going to allow people to use their cars for robotaxi, even if they don't have full self-driving. And I'm guessing that if you have full self-driving, you get more of a percentage of the robotaxi cost. You get paid more basically if someone uses your car because you've got the full self-driving option. But how much more? And that's the question. Does it weigh up? Now, Elon has said in another little tweet-a-thon, he said that the full self-driving option will eventually be worth around the $100,000 mark. So that makes me feel like if all regulations go well and he's putting up to $100,000, I think he's probably going to squeeze the public out from being a part of the robotaxi fleet. And basically we will get paid a very, very small amount, and the people who originally had full self-driving will get a lot of money through their robotaxi. So I'm kind of considering it, but I do have one apprehension, and that is that our car does 220 miles, 230 miles. How long could that car work as a taxi? Probably work all day, to be fair, as a taxi. So it's just weighing up that and weighing up if it ever comes to the UK. Who knows? Who knows if these regulations will happen? And also, I thought it'd be an interesting video for you guys to see the process of purchasing full self-driving post-buying the Tesla and seeing how easy it is. I think it's a click of a button. What are your guys' thoughts? Have you purchased your Tesla with full self-driving? In the UK, we get autopilot as standard with any purchase of a Model 3, which is really amazing. Autopilot is unbelievable, and it's sort of what puts me off buying full self-driving, to be honest. There's not that many more features. Are you going to buy full self-driving? Do you have it already? And is this $1,000 price increase enticing you to buy it? Just linking on to one of the earlier stories, with the Model S and X price reduction, the Model S's and X's are now selling without free unlimited supercharging. So prior to this, if you purchased a new Model S or X, you would get free unlimited supercharging for life on your car. And now there's been a price reduction of the cars. That is not the case anymore. And I can see why, like they need to save money somewhere. But for me, $5,000 reduction, free unlimited supercharging, depending on how long you kept the car, it could actually pay for itself. So I don't know, it's a bit of a weird one to weigh up against each other. But when the plaid powertrain comes back, I'm guessing the free unlimited supercharging will probably come back with the S and the X. But how much is it worth? It's hard to weigh up. It's a really hard thing to weigh up. Depends how many miles you do, really. I mean, I guess you could actually just do the maths. And in the UK, it looks like, after going on the website today, Tesla Model S's and Model X's no longer come with the free unlimited supercharging. So although when I checked, the price was not reduced, the price was still the same, the unlimited supercharging had been removed. So price reduction coming? I don't know. Or have they just removed free supercharging across the board without really considering that the UK price hasn't come into place either? Or maybe the price reduction's coming on the S and the X and we just haven't seen it yet. So what do you think? Do you think the $5,000 is worth losing free supercharging? I don't know. For me personally, I'd probably prefer the unlimited supercharging and pay the $5,000 more, but I would do the maths first, I guess. So next week, I will be heading to the service center. I'm going to be filming it all. We're having the headliner replaced, and it's going to be interesting to see if they fix the boot and if they attempt to fix Sentry mode. It'll be really cool to find out. I'm going to keep you guys posted on that. And the reason I thought I'd say that is just because I said that my brother's going to be starting driving lessons in the car soon. And I don't know how long the car's going to be at the service center. So I just wanted to say that it's going to be delayed on the driving lessons a little bit just until I get the Model 3 back. But hopefully we will get a nice loaner vehicle. And the biggest video coming next week is going to be the full video of the hit and run on the side of the Tesla and the damage on the side of the car. I'm doing the full video. I'm closing this chapter off on the book. Thanks for bearing with me on the video. It's just taking this long to get everything together. And yeah, that video is going to be dropping next week. Just to round it off, if you're interested in watching it, yeah, that's going to happen next week. Okay, and something I'm going to try and do on every single video now from now on. I want to thank you, the people who supported the channel, everyone who's subscribed. Thank you and sharing the video. And I want to do a massive shout out to Lewis, Michael and Marcel, who have all ordered Teslas through the referral link. You guys are amazing, and I want to emphasize how much I appreciate the support. Is crazy. We're almost at 500 subscribers, which is just mind-boggling. And the fact that you guys using the link, it really does make me happy. Thank you so much. If you're thinking about buying a Tesla, please use the link in the description. You get 1,000 free supercharging miles. I get 1,000 free supercharging miles, and I really do appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, you've been wonderful. You're the best, and I'll see you in the next one.